Hello YouTube, I'm Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Wingspan, the Oceania expansion. So I've been given early access to this, but the embargo said that I had to wait until release day. So today is release day, and so yeah, this DLC is available, and man, it really improves the game. Like it brings Wingspan from good to great. I liked the game previously, but it reworks the base boards. It rebalances them. It introduces a wildcard food mechanic. It just makes things a lot more dynamic. There are a lot more viable strategies to approach. It's not all just egg spam. So with that being said, let's dive into a game, shall we? I'm going to do my custom thing where we do three players, myself and 2 AI. Also, I want to point out, they actually included a checkbox where you could ditch the Chihuahuan Raven and the Common Raven. Freaking broken ass birds. Get the heck out of here. Yeah, I'm taking them out of the deck because they are broken. Brokenly overpowered. But yeah, now you can also customize which of the expansion's birds are included in any given game. I'm going to be playing with all of them because, you know, greater variety means greater variety of strategies, but also no ravens, because if the AI gets them, it's hard to compete, and if I get them, it feels like a hollow victory. So yeah, no. All right, let's dive in. I just amused that they so many people complained about the ravens that the devs put in an option for that, a popular house rule. Now, there are a couple other really powerful birds, like the killdeer. Those aren't filtered out, but I don't think they're quite as single-handedly powerful as the ravens. So, yeah, I'm okay with them being in there. All right, looks like we're going second. Before we ponder our own birds, we can ponder what's in here. The forest tern, not so much. Horned owl, not so much. Swainson's hawk is a possibility depending on other factors, so we'll keep that in mind. Oh yes, so the one of the additions is a new food type, nectar. Nectar is a wild card food type. It can stand in for any of the other food types. The one hitch is that in between rounds, they go away if you have any in your inventory. So it's use it or lose it. But the other thing is, the more nectar you spend on birds in each of your habitats, the game keeps track of that, and that's actually a new category of points. The more nectar you spend in a habitat, the more likely you are to claim that habitat's nectar points. So you do want to get nectar whenever possible. However, the only real way to get nectar is taking the food action. There are a select few birds that can provide it for you, but the food action is the main part of it. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, so birds in the forest. Well, the nuthatch is that's right there is really, really powerful. But I don't see any other forest birds. This is enough to get us started, mind you. I ain't complaining. So the other things, birds, food cost in birds, and birds in one row. Seti's warbler could actually put in some work. I'm not usually a big fan of the bird counts double towards end of round goals, but Seti's warbler might actually do something this time. So, and it's a good token water bird to get us started there. And then I think I might actually go for that hawk, that Swainson's hawk, for our grasslands starter bird. Planeswander is really freaking good, but we need a more built up thing for that. All right, so we definitely want we want grain. For the Swainson hawk, we definitely want a rat. Yeah, I'm thinking 2 of these because the others are a little bit too bulky. Now let's take a look at our thing, because this might change our approach. Birds with platform nests or birds with a food cost of 3 food. So what are our nests looking like? These two don't have it. The hawks, yeah, the hawk has the platform nest. So as long as one of our early birds starts us off on that pathway, that's pretty good. And none of our early birds is a 3-fer. So I think we're going to go, no, not diet specialist, platform builder. None of the goals are nest oriented, but that's fine. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to actually drop the Seti's Warbler first, so that I can grab the Hawk plus one other card sooner rather than later, depending on if the AI wants to grab that or not. Also, mind you, you have to pick the foods that you want, but you always start with 1 free nectar. All players do. So you actually start out with more resources at the beginning of the game with this DLC, which helps smooth out your early game a bit more. Animals that have double food, like 2 icons of the same food, you can actually play turn 1 because your nectar can be the other food. So it's very helpful in that front. We have to think of this strategically. Yeah, I think that's the correct answer for this.
Seti's Warbler. These birds often hide in deep brush, but reveal themselves with a loud song.
We'll use the worm to play the nuthatch, and then hit food once, and then that should get us another worm for the. Oh no, they took it. Well, crap. They took it and replaced it with a crappier version of the hawk. I don't like the ferruginous hawk. Any of the dice nut in bird feeder birds are a lot less reliable compared to the others. And dang. That also, the other hawk had a worm in its thing, which would have gone towards worms in food cost. All right, I got greedy there. In that case, I'm going to stall a little bit, see if anybody grabs some birds from here. I mean, I'm glad we do have the one rat. We can get more rats. We might have to make do with the ferruginous hawk. There's no rats in the thing, but there is nectar. Nectar can count as a rat.
Red-breasted nuthatch. These birds.
And of course they take the nectar, so that's not even a play. I really am not a big fan of the forest turn. And I don't feel confident enough to go blind into the deck here. It's too early game to do that. I think we stall and go... Actually, no, here's what we do. We take the fish, and then, because these two are the same, we re-roll and hope for either a rat or nectar. That is the play. There's our nectar. As long as we play it before the end of this round, before we use up the last of these 5 cubes, it won't disappear. And we get to activate our nuthatch. And now there's rats. And now there's rats. Do we go for the greedy? No, because we need a grasslands bird in order to get better egg action. So they changed they rebalanced the map. You only need 1 bird in the forest in order to enable getting base 2 food. But base 2 food is a thing until you get all the way up to here. You just get slightly more options. Likewise with the plains here, they nerfed the plains. With no birds, you only get 1 egg. And then 2 eggs, and then still 2 eggs, and then still 2 eggs, just options to get more and more of them. And then you don't start getting more eggs for free until that are full. So they nerfed the plains, rightfully so, because it was probably the most the strongest of the bunch. And here you do need one bird down here to guarantee yourself 2 cards on the draw. But again, same idea: 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards, and then 3 and 4. But you just get progressively more options. So getting the first bird down in each territory is kind of important. Part of me wants to also just take the hawk and then also the owl, because the owl's a great hunter, and both of these have platform nests, which is what our goal is anyway. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take them both, and maybe we'll luck into a bonus card that has predators as their goal. Mute Swan's an interesting one, but I don't know if we're going to go heavy wetlands. Now the trick is going to be, can we get the great horned owl played in the forest before the end of the round? Maybe. Depends on how the food shakes out. Are those rats still there? They almost are. Well, we can get rat nectar. Yeah, we can get rat nectar. I'll take him while I can. The problem is we're going to be 1 food short effectively for the horned owl. Unless we play the well, we can't play the horned owl without eggs. That's why we need the hawk played first. Unless we want to take a naked egg action, which is worth only 1, which is awful. But it would give us... So play Ferruginous Hawk, lay eggs, take food, and then, yeah, we don't get the horned owl out in time. Alternatively, we sacrifice the fish for a second egg on the naked egg action. We play the horned owl, and then we take stuff to play the hawk later. And then that gets us a second bird in. Yeah, see, everybody has 1 bird in the forest. If we have any hopes of claiming these points, I think it is worth the sacrifice, honestly speaking. So we're going to take the naked egg action. We are going to discard a food. We are going to pitch the fish, because I don't see us using the fish anytime soon. And that doesn't really matter who we lay eggs on. Not to mention this will make we'll get more benefit from taking this follow-up food action, because then the owl gets to start hunting. Yeah, this bird feeder kind of sucks right now. Oh wait, no. We want to play the owl. And yeah, because it's the end of the thing, they even give you a little warnings like, hey, you're about to lose your nectar if you don't use it. So we definitely want to do nectar, nectar, rat.
Great horned owl. These strong owls can kill large prey, including skunks, cats, and dogs.
Huh. There are owls living in our new home here. Ooh, free eggs. Why didn't you do that earlier? You would have saved me a lot of trouble. All right, I'm not going to get another rat or nectar here, am I? So the question is, do we stall? What's the wetlands look like? Anything here? I don't want to lay eggs for other players. The Eurasian green woodpecker. I mean, it's a bird. The only problem is we can't play it in the water. And I'd want to stack this up on birds in 1 row. I mean, the forest turn is something. It does technically qualify for the. Yeah, you know what? I think I might take the forest. I might go for cards, grab the forest's turn, and then maybe a rando. Not a high priority bird, but I'll take what I can get. Plus, it's a star nest, which counts ultimately as a platform nest. Ooh, all right, I'll take that too. All right, good grab. Oh yeah, they added a new type of power here, the game end. Also, our investment, our lunge for the owl paid off. We got the 4 points rather than splitting them all with everybody tied for first. We are first, so we get all 4. So that was definitely worth it. So yeah, one of the new power types, they just shuffled them away, is gold, which is end of game. It triggers. Some of those can be pretty powerful. Okay, so next goal, total birds. We just want to spam out as many birds as we can. What does the bird feeder situation look like? Better, actually. We can grab a fish, because now we have 2 birds that eventually want fish. And then we can try and get another rat on the reroll. Or a nectar. Nectar works too. Nectar always works. And also, well, I don't want to discard any of our cards, actually. Let's go hunting. Chomp. So yeah, getting food, not a bad action here, all said and done. I almost want to do the belted kingfisher before our ferruginous hawk. Just in the off chance that we can get some free fish. Because that'll help us play the forest turn without having to go for that. Yeah, you know what? Let me do that. No, you're not. You're not using the rat. Use the Also, we're building up nectar use, and you kind of generally want to focus it in like 1 or 2. So I'm going to focus my nectar spend in the forest and the wetlands, and we'll see if we can't do it just all natural in the plains. Because yeah, we got that freebie egg, so that gives us a little bit more tempo.
Kingfisher burrow can go up to 6 feet into a riverbank and slopes to shed water.
But yeah, we want to make sure we play out all the birds in our hand. Oh, and there's our free food. See? That what I tell you. So now if we have a good bird feeder, we can go to feed the hawk. If we have a bad, we have a good bird feeder. That works. 2 nectar. I'll take it. I guess we are playing nectar in the I mean, if you have the nectar, you might as well take it. Chomp. Yeah, and if you spread your nectar out, there are still, wow, lots of fish. Lots of free fish. That's what we like to see. And regular food still persists between turns. So if you can't spend all your regular food, that's fine. It's only the nectar that will evaporate on you. We still have 4 turns left. Ooh. So the American bittern is talking to me. Because it's got the right kind of nest. So does the Hinda, but it kind of sucks because it's the weak hunter. The Dickcissel. Dickcissel's good, but it's in the wrong place. We don't have a ton of other. Although, yeah, no, we still have to play 2 birds, but Let's play the forest turn. Then we can go. I mean, it doesn't really improve the action that much. All it does is it gives us the action to pitch a food to reset the board, but the stuff in the board right now is stuff I want. So actually, it doesn't really matter if we can take it sooner rather. Actually, no. Playing the forest turn lets us activate the forest turn, so it lets us see more cards, one more card anyway. So that actually still might be worthwhile. I could also, well, no, I'm going to use the fish for this. But yeah, the American Bittern is a good one. Because the other funny thing is you can choose not to activate it. So if another player would benefit from it, you just don't activate it. And it's 7 points. I mean, that by itself is pretty good. It's got a worm in it, which helps towards that. And again, we're going for the birds in one row, and we're going to make the wetlands that. I guess Ahina is also going to, because it's a bird in that row. We have an income of fish. It's got a platform nest, even though it kind of sucks. I'm not actually going to be taking the wetlands action that often. Yeah, we don't need the turn because I kind of already know which birds I want to keep. So we'll take them while we know we can get them. All right. Yeah, I do actually want to use most of our stuff in here. So I am going to play yeah, we want the cheaper one. And yes, we will pay it for a nectar, even though we have fish.
Forster's turn. These birds nest on the ground, on a raft of floating vegetation, or on muskrat lodges.
It is going to be very egg heavy once we get to these last two, because these require us to pay too. Although if we get free eggs, that ain't bad. I'll take free eggs. We still need to play our hawk here. Although, yeah, unfortunately, unless we get another free egg. If we get another free egg, we're golden. Because this, playing the first bird in a row costs no eggs.
Ferruginous hawk. These rust-colored birds sometimes hunt in groups in prairie dog towns.
We definitely want to be on the hunt for other goals because we have a lot of like very themed things here. Okay, so we don't get the free egg, so we can't play one more bird because we're one egg short of. We have the fish. We're just one bird short. Is there anything that we want to pick up before the turn? No, we don't. I think it might be. You know, I mean, we can go for a thing of food, but I'd want a spare card to pitch to get the third food. Because yeah. We also want to see if we pick up any more free fish, because free fish would do wonders for here. So, you know, I think I'm just going to lay eggs. Again, doesn't really matter which birds get the eggs. Yeah, four dice, still no rats. This is why I don't like the roll the dice outside the bird feeders. It is so inconsistent. Compare that to the owl. All right, there's our free fish. Fantastic. All right, we got the total birds category, so that works for us. All right, now total food costs in worms. Also, I think, yeah, City's Warbler, it said we had 7. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we scored 7 because of that bird counts double. Ooh, what do we got here? This is one of the new Oceania codes. Previous player has one, gain one from the... Ooh, that's actually not bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh man, look at all the rats. So even though we got the extra fish, we do want to... We need a rat and a worm for the bittern, which we have a rat and a worm available to us. I'm not going to pitch the parrot. I'm just going to take the rat and the worm. Chomp. 3 for 3. And of course the nuthatch is like every one of those little seeds is basically a 100% guaranteed hunt. So the nuthatch is real powerful if you play it early. And a free egg? Don't mind if I do. And a free card? Don't mind if I do. We could double spam this plus the parrot. And it counts as a worm, so it's worth playing. All right, so do we want to go tufted titmouse plus parrot? Well, the parrot requires that we actually have nectar, like it actually needs nectar, which we don't have at the moment. So I think we are going to stick to the plan and fill up the waterlands. Doesn't really matter the order. I'll play the bittern just in case we get distracted because it's got the worm in it. Free eggs, free eggs. I try not to feed my opponents freebies. What are you? Another player takes gain food, gain 1 from the bird feeder. That's not too bad, actually. Oh yeah, one other thing they introduced is flightless birds. They have a wingspan of asterisk, which basically means it's whatever, it's a wild card wingspan. So whatever, if you ever draw one of those to check, like for a hunt, it's always successful. Yeah, the Australian owlet nightjar is an interesting one, but we might as well play our last bird here so that it can hunt. Not that I'm holding out for success, but in theory, maybe if you kept your head under the water, you'd be better at fishing. All right. So yeah, we need food. What's the bird feeder look like? Is there nectar? There's no nectar, but there is a reroll. So we could pick up we'd still be short food unless we got like, no, it's not going to work out. We want extra cards to pitch to this anyway, so I think the correct action here is to take the wetlands action. We'll take this thing because it looks cool. Oh, this is like mega bonus cards. Draw 4, keep 2, discard 2. That's kind of worth playing. Not gonna lie. And then we'll go rando for the others. And we've already filled up our wetlands, so... Hey, you actually caught a fish! Player with the few. I have a feeling that we are not with 5 birds. We are not the player with the fewest. So I'm not going to feed a free card to my opponents. Yeah, we'll draw 1. Choose a habitat with no eggs. Lay 1 in each. That would actually be really powerful for the wetlands if we keep the eggs out of the wetlands. Getting this played in time for it to trigger 2 rounds is going to be a trick, but. All right, we got to discard 1. I don't know if we're going to go the parrot, honestly. Indigo bunting is right out, though. Yeah, if we can get this white throat played... We're going to need to get food for it in the next round, and then the round after we play it. Because then it'll trigger at the end of this round and at the end of the other round. A little bit late there. But yeah, we definitely, that is our new priority. All right, and this thing needs a, it needs a worm, which we have. We re-roll. I'm actually fine doing 2 things of nectar because I know for a fact next turn we're playing, and we have enough cards now that we can discard for extra food. Hunt. Oh, our first miss! Stupid seagull. So we burn the egg from the belted kingfisher to play the whitethroat, and that way this habitat has no eggs and we lay an egg on all 5. And we get to do that twice if we can use up all of our eggs. All right, yeah, this needs to go here, this freebie. Ooh, more free fish. Yes, please. And the whitethroat is more worms, so I'll take it. Got to burn the kingfisher egg.
Lesser whitethroat. The genus name Sylvia means woodland sprite.
All right, and now we lay in the wetlands. And that's 5 free eggs for us. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take second place. Yeah, this kiwi is going to be important for us to play. More cards from the deck. All right. The Australian owlet, I think we want to play sooner rather than later. And now we want to aggressively burn eggs from the wetlands so that we might be able to reseed it by the end of this. We've already got our goal maxed out. Yeah, and this could get us more food.
It's not an owl.
Just to be clear. All right, now we just have to hope this pays off. All right, free egg. Free eggs go up here. Free cards go in here. Yep, full wetlands. That's the downside to filling up your one of your habitats early. All right, we got to go for food. All right, there is. So what do we need? We need the kiwi. So we need. Well, we definitely want the nectar. Tufted titmouse? No, we're not doubling. I mean, we could double. Well, no. No, it's not worth it at this point. We are going to feed. All right, we get you. Either one of these works, but I'll take the worm. Reroll. And yeah, we can do another one of you. All right, chomp and chomp. These two are putting in work. So we can play our kiwi. More cards from the deck. Yeah, no thank you. And yeah, I think we play it here so that we have an improved eggs action to finish the game off on, because we don't have a lot of like active engine point gainers. This one only, taking, despite being well developed, the water action only really gives us potentially 1 point. So we're not going to keep spamming that out. And then again, we try to if we can play one more bird, that would be ideal. So the alternative here is we use up these 2 eggs and we get a 4 for lay on this here, because I don't actually know if we're going to be able to clear out the wetlands of eggs. Yeah, because then otherwise we'd only get 2 for the forest. So yeah, you know what? We're going to get a 4 for lay up here, because I don't think we can clear it, because we don't have we have a bird over here, but we don't have anything that can go in here.
North Island brown kiwi. The brown kiwi's egg grows to take up 20%
Oh, discard a...
body mass before being laid.
Aw, man! This is guaranteed 7 points, but we could potentially get another one. I should have read that a little bit clearer. Sorry, platform builder. Please don't give us garbage. All right, large bird is good. We screwed ourselves, because we traded 7 points and we got 6, because this other one is just bunk. We don't have any birds with tucking powers. We don't have enough birds that eat seeds. If we get one more bird that, well, in theory we could get a bird, we could play a bird that only lives in the forest. Be a real big waste though, but I'll take it because it's the closest to paying off. I misread that. So the question is, what's going to get us more points? Because we could take food and get this going. All right, what do we draw here? The red-shouldered hawk. Closer. Actually, that's probably a bit better. Because now we don't have to waste a take food action. We can just play the red-shouldered hawk. And that will be worth 3 plus the 4, so that's 7. Minus 1 egg, which is fine. And because we have the two fish which can turn into that. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Red-shouldered hawk. These hawks hunt from a
Okay.
swooping down when prey is nearby.
So now we at least we get the minimal forester benefit. And then we go eggs. Yeah, and we just put it in the wetlands, keep our... Not sure if that's going to be... Well, we just go eggs. Just singular eggs. It really doesn't matter what we pitch. But we want to pitch something to get our full allotment of eggs. So we'll discard a card. Doesn't really matter which one we discard. And again, to keep them out of here, we'll put them all in the wetlands. Whiff. Oh yeah, now I get the worm. Yeah, well, whatever. All right, and now we get, oops. And yeah, we want to lay it here in, boom. 4 free eggs. That whitethroat putting in work. Oh yeah, we have technically 6 birds in one row because that one bird counts double. So even if they filled up one of their rows, I still would have beat them. That bird putting in work. All right, now we get the... All right, so we won the nectar war in the forest. We get 5 points for that. We won the nectar war in the plains. We get 5 points for that. And we came second in the wetlands, which is fine. We get 2 points for that. All right, overall game. Ooh, they love to see it when you have the most. 10 points. All right, we actually did better ourselves. Tucked cards. That's a lot of tucked cards. But yeah, the nectar, boom, 117. All right, folks. So yeah, did pretty darn well for ourselves at our first try of this. But you know me, when I get bitten by the wingspan bug, you're gonna probably get about a dozen of these. So look for them in the future. If you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.